Good morning. Welcome to Luke Tours with me, Luke Skye-Walker, and today is a very special day because I do believe it's May the 4th. May the 4th be with you all. Have a great weekend. I'm heading out to the Isle of Skye on a one-day tour today with just two people, so they're going to get the luxury of the whole vehicle to themselves. On board, 3 bottles of water. There's a bottle of whiskey in the back, some little shot glasses as well. I might even have some Drambuie if they're lucky. And we're going to head out to Skye the traditional way, out of Inverness alongside Loch Ness. Hopefully go and meet some of our hairy friends. I'm armed with carrots. Down to Invermoriston, through Glenmoriston and out to Skye, giving the option to go over the sea to Skye on the over on the working turntable ferry, the only working turntable ferry in the world. And if not, we'll just go the traditional way to Eilean Castle and over the Skye Bridge onto Sliggerhan, Portree, Old Manor Store hike, and then the option ferry pools, or they can go to Kilt Rock and the Kerrang. So trying to get as much in as possible on this 12-hour tour. We'll be back to Inverness between 7 and 8, and guess what? After all that, I've got to drive back to Aberdeen about for another 2.5 hours. So it's going to be a long day, but as you know, I love it. May the 4th be with you all, and have a great weekend. See you on the tour. So just heading around to the meeting point now. It's our Balnain House. It's just on the other side of the River Ness, over the bridge. And I always start the tours there because I like to talk about Balnain House and the old high church and how they were used by the British Army and the Jacobites. So it's a good starting point. And as you can see, I've got my new jacket on. I've transferred the McRae pin badge to the jacket, and I've got a little thistle on the waistcoat instead. So fingers crossed they'll be there and get a nice early getaway. Testing, 1, 2. I love this thing. It just reminds me of being a DJ, being able to have my voice amplified. I used to absolutely hate my voice when I first started DJing. The thought of talking into a microphone and coming out over speakers used to fill me with dread. I used to walk up to the mic and my heart was in my mouth. But then, you know, you soon realise that the party goers are in your domain. This is your domain, and they expect you to be confident. They expect you to do that. So I've got a lot of confidence in DJing because when I first started, I was not. But this is just a test to an empty vehicle. Testing. It doesn't look like they're there yet, which is fine. I am a bit early. I'm about 10-15 minutes early. All the roads closed and we got a bit of a diversion. Okie dokie. So there's a cycle race on here. I think today goes down to Fort William, so I'm just going to pull in here, and they should be coming across the bridge pretty shortly, I would say. Good to be early. So this is the actual meeting point. I'll show you. It's Balnain House, and this is the building that was used, commandeered actually, by the British Army after Culloden, and they turned this into a hospital, a makeshift hospital. It actually was a privately owned house at one point before it was commandeered. And just on the other side of the water, this is why I meet here. As you can see, the old high church there that I talk about, where the executions took place of Jacobite soldiers when the British Army took control of Inverness. So the reason why they executed them in that graveyard was because it would have been done in full view of prisoners actually in the makeshift hospital here. That's a nice cheery start to the tour, I think you'll agree. It's a warm day. Oh, we've got 2 people coming over the bridge. Maybe this is them. I'll make a little video today and then I'll make sure I get it to you somehow. Don't say that, we're going to the Old Manor Store.
Is it steps?
It's not steps.
As long as it's not steps.
Oh, you'll be fine then.
Do we want to get down?
So welcome to Loch Ness.
Don't ask me how I did it.
Okay, where are you? Perfect. Right. actually, before we go on, I'll tell you, jump in, I'll tell you a story.
Okay.
Robert Burns, Dalai Lama, Princess Anne. Don't read this one because I'm going to be telling you about him later.
Right.
And here she is.
Oh my God.
Just in case we don't see her today, I thought you might like a photo with her.
Where do you want us to stand?
Yeah, sit up there. There we go. Right, let's just go. So yeah, it's been a ruin for 332 years.
And you can go inside of it.
Yeah, you go inside. Just down there, there's a visitor centre, and you come out of the visitor centre, and you just follow the path down, and it's a substantial ruin. I mean, when you come back to Scotland, come back. It's go and visit it. It really is like worth having a look around. Okay, so here we are at the ancient standing stones of Invermoriston, and we're just going to discuss. How long they've been here for and the guy who lives in the house there. So, this is the guy's house here. As you can see, he's put all these trees now along the fence, so in a couple of years' time they'll grow. And you won't
put it somewhere you can't see, and
Exactly.
he's got the bloom on the other side.
Exactly. So it won't be long before you stop here. You'd never know they were there. Yeah, how long have the stones been there for? So, I mean, people would generally say a couple of 1,000 years or whatever. Someone actually said 1,000,000 years once, if you can believe that. 4 years. They were put there during the lockdown. But in 2,000 years' time they'll be ancient. But they're just not ancient right now. Okay, so that's it. That's us leaving Loch Ness behind. Or should I say, if I was a Scotsman, I'd be saying Loch. Can you say that? Loch Ness. And what does Loch mean?
Lake.
Well done. Give yourself a round of
I
applause.
just kept thinking to myself, what is this water?
So we are 52 miles at this point from the Isle of Skye. Now we're at a place there called Invermoriston. Have you noticed in Scotland there's quite a lot of places that begin with the word Inver? Inverness, Invergordon, Invermoriston, where we are now. There's Invergary, there's Inverurie. There's a lot of places that start with the word Inver, and Inver has a very specific meaning. Have you got any idea what it might mean?
No.
Okay, so here alongside us is the River Moriston, and the River Moriston is one of 6 major rivers that empties into Loch Ness. So the word Inver means the mouth of a river. So whenever anyone's called Inver, it's because there's a river emptying into somewhere. So the River Moriston empties into Loch Ness. So Inver, the mouth of a river, Invermoriston. Inverness, the mouth of the River Ness. And so on. You got it?
I got it.
I think you got it. Okay, we are heading now into Glenmoriston. I'm going to be telling you very shortly. Hopefully we're going to meet some hairy beasts soon. Don't sound too excited.
I'm sorry. The first
She was,
stop wasn't done.
see, she's vaping in the back there. You wouldn't be able to do that on a rabbit or timberbush too.
I know, I have to throw a blanket over my head.
Do you know there was a guy, I was out in Greece recently. But I always think to myself, you know, there's incredible history at this point. So many people would drive past this and not know it's down here, but this is the actual grave of Roderick Mackenzie. This is where he's headless.
Oh, this is where they buried him.
This is his grave. This is where his headless body is buried. And on here, on the cross, see, I don't think this is an original, but RM, Roderick Mackenzie, 1746. And that's one of the Jacobite bows. Now, there are Jacobite organisations that still exist today. Right, this is a quick video. Give us a wave. Happy, I'm on holiday. Great tour so far, it's going well. You don't buy me any more candy, because that's why I got you to eat that lot, so I didn't eat any more. Because out on tour, I just end up eating rubbish. So there you go. This is Loch Clooney. Now, interestingly, just before I start the music again, when the water levels, because this is not a natural loch, when the water levels get low, there's actually at the west end of this loch, there's actually a house under the water. Yeah, there was a house there once when this was dry land before it became a loch. I'm not entirely sure actually when that dam, Clooney Dam, was actually built, but it was dry land and there was houses here. And when the water levels lower significantly, you can see the old chimney stacks sticking out of the water. Quite strange, isn't it? Jacobites and their supporters eastwards to this point, Glen Shiel, and it was at this point where they met two battalions of the British Army, one that had come from Fort Augustus and one that had come up from Fort William, and the two armies collided. Now interestingly, the Jacobites, and I say their supporters, when the British Army bombed Eilean Castle and reduced it to a pile of rubble, it unearthed something they weren't expecting to find, and that was 300 Spanish Marines. The other two are at this end. They're not Munros, but it's those three peaks up there that are the Munros. And that's 3 of 282 in the Highlands. We are here at an award-winning chocolatier. It's Chocolates of Glen Shiel. Check it out. Be one of them days. Oh, is it not? No, okay, never mind. It's still worth buying the chocolate though. It tastes very nice. It's very nice chocolate though.
Is it?
Yeah.
Are you heading up to Skye just now?
Yeah.
How did you guess? Are you on Insta? Are you on Instagram? Yeah.
We are. I think it's Glen Shiel Chocolate Cafe.
Oh, I'll take you in this video.
That's right. I'll try. Do you have the white raspberry?
White raspberry, yeah.
Not much. No other place really to go from here, is there, other than Skye?
Yeah, I mean,
We're going over the ferry actually.
are you?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. My brother's actually working there today.
Oh, is he?
so,
What's his
yeah.
name?
Sandy Ian. Sandy Ian.
Sandy.
Yeah, Sandy. So there's the three of us. There's Elizabeth and Glass.
Oh, well, you brought their sisters, eh? Oh,
Yeah.
Is that whiskey mix? I don't know. Anything to do with whiskey?
I've not had the pleasure of your company before.
Thank you very much.
I'm Jean, by the
I
way.
have been here before. I'm Luke.
Hello, Luke.
So got my free coffee here at Chocolates of Glen Shiel. Thank you very much for that, guys. I think my guests are going to be buying some chocolate from there as well. Finley has done very well. He set up the whole Chocolates of Glen Shiel here. Award-winning chocolatier, may I add. And they make the chocolate in here actually. If you're coming, 1 second. If you're coming here to Skye and you're coming through, stop here at Chocolates of Glen Shiel because they make the chocolate inside between Mondays and Fridays. This coffee shop is actually open Monday to Saturday from May onwards, so in full swing now. And they also ice cream, Isle of Arran ice cream. So big shout out, Chocolates of Glen Shiel. Thanks for the coffee, and I'll see you again soon. Welcome to the Isle of Skye one-day tour with me, Luke Skye-Walker, and in the background there we have the 3 peaks, the 3 Munros of the 5 Sisters of Kintail. Remember, a Munro is a hill over 3,000 feet high, actually named after Sir Hugh Munro, who counted them all originally. And a message for you all, you know the day today, may the 4th be with you. Just shortly we are going to head on off the beaten track. I always like to give the guests options of which direction we go from here, because from Glen Shiel here we can either carry straight on around Loch Duick up to Elandonnan Castle, or we can go off the beaten track and go up, get some fantastic elevated views of the 5 Sisters of Kintail, which is where we're going. We're going on to head on to the Skye ferry. That's how we're going to cross over the sea to Skye. It's 20 to 11 right now. Then we're going to head on to Portree. After stopping at Sliggerhorn Old Bridge, we're going to get the drone photo for the guys, and into Portree for lunch, and then the big ticket venue, the Old Manor Store on the hike. From there onwards, we will either go to the fairy pools or we will go up to Kiltrock and the Kerrang. So it's only a 1-day tour. Try and cram in as much as possible, but as I always say, you really need a minimum 2 days on Skye. I do a 2-day tour, the Tour of Dreams. Check it out, luketours.co.uk. But today is a 1-day, and we should get back into Inverness about 7-8 o'clock tonight. We're also going to stop at We're also going to stop at Elandonnan Castle, but that's going to be on the way back, because here we're going to head off the beaten track. So most of the buses here come through Glen Shiel and go up to Elandonnan Castle. They can't get round over the ferryways. It's a single track road, and you can't get a big bus on the ferry. So it's the only working turntable ferry in the world, the Skye ferry at Glenelg. Coming up soon. Here they come. Oh, hot chocolate with cream on the top. They're going to be buzzing. Oh, you got the full works there with the cream on the top as well.
I did.
Jeez. See, they've demolished. You've demolished all my sweets. You still got a sweet tooth. They got free bonbons in here today. I wonder what could be next. Right. The journey continues. So this is a view over Kintail.
What's that?
Well, you can go and read it.
I didn't shut the door to the camera.
Don't worry, I don't think we're going to get robbed up here.
That's what I'm thinking. Peaks.
Yeah, it's like, this is what you see on top of, I mentioned the Munros, and on top of the Munros you get these like little stone monuments called cairns, and they've got marking as this one has, and if you like line yourself up with the arrows, it will tell you what you're looking at. So as I said to you earlier on, you can see the 3 peaks of the 5 Sisters of Kintail. 1, 2, 3, and the other 2 are at this end, but they're not actually Munros. They're not quite high enough. But yeah, as it says there, 5 Sisters. Well, you could ching it now.
Ching it now. Ching.
That was a bit of a detour. So straight ahead of us, you see the island straight ahead of us there with the point in the middle. Oh, that's the Isle of Raasay. That's where there's a gin distillery over there. And you can just see this town appearing here. This is Broadford. We're going to be going through there very shortly. Behind it are the famous hills of the Isle of Skye, the Cuillins, and I'm going to be telling you more about those as we drive through them. But we're going to take a left, go through Broadford, go through the Cuillins, and then on the other side of the Cuillins is you've got an old bridge where we're going to get the drone photograph. And here we are at the Broadford Hotel. This is the birthplace of Drambuie. Bonnie Prince Charlie leaving that recipe with John Ross, the owner of the Broadford Inn as it was back in 1746. And as a result of him leaving the Stewart's family recipe drink, the Broadford Inn, John Ross, they changed one ingredient, the brandy for whiskey, and it became Drambuie. Let's taste it. And the drink is Drambuie.
Give him more.
There we go.
Okay, good. Yeah.
Okay, let's taste Bonnie Prince Charlie. If it wasn't for Bonnie Prince Charlie,
Bonnie Prince
we wouldn't
Charlie.
have this drink, Drambuie. Enjoy. What do we think? Heaty? Heated? Little kick?
Yeah,
I
it
can
is.
walk when I get out of here.
You're looking better. Well, you've got to go to the old man in the store. It's time to meet our favourite friends.
Oh my God. He's very. Can you see out?
Right. Well, there's enough cows here, so I'm sure they'll... There's actually the white one there.
Let's go down. Oh, I said, so let's leave that one through down there.
That's lovely. Good morning. So we just got the drone photo here on the bridge. Now we're going to
Jump rocks.
not going to jump rocks. You're just going to go down there and you're going to wash your face for 7 seconds.
Underneath the rocks.
Well, you're supposed to be underneath the bridge. Is the actual. But this guy's taking a photograph. Are you doing a time lapse or something over there? You doing a time lapse? Oh, long exposure. So we don't want to get in the way of that. So if we come here, are you all right? How far wide is that?
It's no problem for a moment.
Oh, okay. Okay, so they're just going to go down there and they're going to wash their face in the water for 7 seconds to earn eternal youth.
Outfit, just my whole face.
Gary's going first. Yes, yeah. Well, yeah. Well, oh, jeez. Oh no, don't go in, please. No, you just
7 seconds.
just splash your face, Gary.
Just splash your face.
Just splash your face. That's all you need to do. 1, 2, 3. More. You've got to keep splashing your face. No. Just splash your face.
Oh.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well done. Eternal youth for you.
Well, listen, I'm a female. I'm not getting that wet.
You're not going to do it.
I'm going to do it, but I'm not getting that wet.
Okay, Gary, yeah, he really did immerse himself in. Do you want to stop?
But I'm sweating and my glasses are rolling off my face.
Can you actually get on it? Yeah, cool.
I got sweat on my glasses.
Okay, let's get some photographs here.
During the week, I have time to walk the dogs or do the elliptical, or I try to.
Piece of rock we're looking at there, that's
the-
called the cathedral. Okay, and the reason why it's called the cathedral is because it's got a couple of holes in it that almost look like windows.
Oh, where they go? He's going. He crazy.
Oh my god. All for an Instagram photograph. If that guy's falls, I don't want to see it.
Yeah, maybe either.
Oh my god.
And as a nurse, I'm gonna look away because there's no safety.
I really strongly recommend you don't go any further.
What's that?
Uh-oh. Okay, can we just move out this area, please? Because if something happens, I don't want to see it.
What? You're getting up there, one thing.
Oh yeah.
Sometimes turn around, coming back down is a different story.
That's the problem. That is the problem. You go up there and you think, because it towers over you, almost cathedral-like, he's back down. Anybody watching, don't worry, he's safe. Bloody stupid though.
There you go.
And my knee may hurt tomorrow
Yeah, because there's a step.
because of the steps.
Okay, shall we do, if you just step to the right, Christine, a little bit to the right, yeah. Don't step off the edge, please. Okay, oh, no, sorry, that way, slightly. Bit more, just turn into me, that's it. Kiss, lovely, and step aside. Beautiful. So that's it. Old man, a store, hike, done.
It's like
It's a long way down.
yeah, I reckon. That's kind of cool though.
Well, when it's really pouring, it's really impressive. But that's quite. That's as minimal as I've ever seen it. It's pretty.
It's pretty.
Christine has bought some lovely chocolate today from Chocolates of Glen Shiel, and I've got this arrangement with Gary there. We're going to push you off so we can steal your chocolate. Is that fair?
Sure, that's fair.
This is Kilt Rock. Very calm today, Kilt Rock. If you've been here before with me, you know how wild it can be, Skye, but there is no wind today. It's really quite it's a bit of humidity, a bit humid. Oh look, someone's jumped over the fence. There's a fence there for a reason. Go on, Christine, hop over the fence.
I'm not.
One step nearer the chocolates for me and Gary. It's quite a nice waterfall. It's like a series of shelves. I mean, normally you wouldn't see how flat it is over there after that first drop. You wouldn't normally see all that rock. That would normally be very high of water. But this is that's a pretty drop there. That next one. You can probably get a better view over here.
Is there sheep over there on that hill?
Over here.
Good morning. See, I told you the sheep are not scary.
Oh, I wanted to get a picture with them and they wouldn't even stand still.
I know. To the frame. Step aside. get in the castle. Perfect.
Here, you can need
Well
a shave
done.
tomorrow. You're gonna